All righty. The owner of the Washington Wizards and Washington Capitals, Ted Leonsis, is abandoning the city to move to Northern Virginia in an effort to build a sports and entertainment empire. The move becoming a common one now among team owners as they try and monetize their businesses. And they turn to real estate development, adding luxury apartments and shopping malls to bring in extra cash and drive up the value of their franchises. Joining us on set is real estate mogul Ilan Bracha. He's CEO of IB Global. Welcome, Ilan. Good to have you with us. Walk us through this move, I think most especially of Stan Kroenke in Los Angeles with the SoFi Stadium and the associated development in that area, multi-billion-dollar deal where it's basically a real estate play with a football team or two of them thrown in.
Absolutely. So the game is basically when you're buying an arena like that, it's an experience. They own an experience. And they're making sure there will be an experience around it, just to build a security for themselves to start, obviously for their investment. But when you think about it, it's actually, they can create multiply because they owns all the area around.
They buy up the land around the stadium
to
bring in retail. It's cheap before. It's often not in the most desirable neighborhoods,
Absolutely.
by the way.
Absolutely. And then they create, because in general, in real estate, it's a longer play. 7, 10 years, you probably can double your money. You get a solid income, you get appreciation. When you create a play like that, you can double your money with 2 to 3 years. When this is kind of money coming in, it's very difficult to do it when you have billions of dollars.
Do retailers and residents want to live in that kind of proximity to a large stadium venue like that with its associated traffic and rowdiness that may come on the 10 days a year, man? I wouldn't want to be near some stadiums.
How about baseball stadiums? It's a lot more than 10 a year.
Absolutely. So think about it, what it's come with it, right? The best restaurant, the nicest bars, the experience that's come with it. So, and then when the land is become more valuable, more investors coming in. So now you have apartment building that looks much better, and you have more a younger crowd that's joining, and all of a sudden you have a different place when you look at it before. So the plan is just coming in, buy it in the beginning, for very cheap, and then create an experience around it, and people joining into the experience.
It reminds me of the family, the Adelson family, the heirs to Sheldon Adelson's Las Vegas Sands, buying into and a majority stake in the Dallas Mavericks. Now, the plan is, yes, they're going to have this team, but also there are real estate development plans around it. And they're doing it even for maybe lobbying reasons to demonstrate their commitment to the community so that Texas will give them a gaming license. When you look at the integrated nature of some of these developments in these resorts, can you do an old-fashioned stadium? When I worked in Milwaukee, I watched them build a brand new stadium with nothing but parking lots around it. Can you do that in this day and age?
No, it's remind me the retail. It's the retail. If you see the retail market, the bad retails are still bad, and the good retails are the retail with experience. So the retail market not really dead for the good ones. So the same things here. We are not anymore just real estate alone. When you look at buildings today, even office building, the best office buildings is the one with the amenities, the Class A building, the one that's giving you different experience.
What are the risks, though, of focusing even more on one neighborhood, and especially if you're looking at a neighborhood that is not a desirable currently neighborhood?
What is the risk? Obviously, you're buying, at the time that you're buying, it's cheap for a reason, the risk and rewards. So you're buying it and you believe on the dream that you're going to make it happen. And the execution level, I think it's probably the biggest risk. Can you actually execute it? It's tons of loans, and a lot of people need to believe that you can deliver it. So this is, I think, is the biggest risk.
I think of an example of the Washington Nationals, who built a stadium down in what was used to be called the Navy Yards of D.C., in southwest D.C., which was not a particularly livable neighborhood. It was industrial, it was warehouses, and so on and so forth. But that stadium, in attracting people, has attracted retail, restaurants, and apartments, and it is now quite spiffy. It's really quite nice.
Right. Look at what we have and I agree with you totally. And look what we're having in New York City.
In
all the
Brooklyn?
billionaire row on 57th Street. Some of the sports stars, are starting to buy in 1 or 2 buildings, and all of a sudden the building changed the price per square foot, the volume of sales. So the influential power of having a sport team or, be part of a sport team, it's very powerful. And they utilize it, by investing in specific places before everybody's doing it.